Hi, in this video we're going to solve this system of equations using substitution. When using substitution, your first goal is to get one variable by itself. Because this y has a -1 in front of it, it would be the easiest variable to get by itself. To get this y alone, let's start by subtracting 9x from both sides. Don't forget that negative is still in front of the y. Now divide both sides by -1. So we have y equals positive 9x minus 5. When using substitution, once we have the variable by itself, let's circle that variable. Let's also circle what it equals. And let's circle this variable y that's by itself. Let's circle that variable in the other equation. Now we're going to substitute. Substitute you can think of as plugging in or sticking in. We're going to substitute this 9x minus 5 into the y in your other equation. I would suggest drawing these circles and this arrow. I don't know why it helps, but it seems to help students understand this method better. After we substitute or plug in the 9x minus 5, we're going to have 3x minus 7 times 9x minus 5. We write the 9x minus 5 instead of the y is gone. Now we have an equation with only one variable, an x. We can solve this. To solve this, start by distributing the -7. Don't forget that a -7 times a -5 is a positive 35. Combine like terms, 3x minus 63x equals -60x. Subtract 35 from both sides of your equation. And divide both sides of the equation by -60. Oh no, you got a fraction! Oh well, life isn't always pretty. You'll get fractions sometimes. But -40 over -60 does reduce. Let's reduce that to equal 2/3. So now we know what x is. We do not know what your y is yet. So we are going to substitute again. We're going to take this x that equals 2/3 and stick it in or substitute it for x in any of the other equations. You could use either of the beginning equations, or better yet, let's use the equation where y is already by itself. We know that y equals 9x minus 5, but we're going to take this 2/3 and put it in for the x. Either use the calculator in your head or the calculator that you have. on your desk and multiply 9 times 2/3 minus 5, you will end up with y equals 1. To write your final answer, make sure that you write it as an ordered pair, your x first, and then your y. To check your answer, we can go back to the original problem and substitute those answers into the original problem. Original problem, we had 3x minus 7y equals -5. So put your x and your y into that first equation. Put the 2/3 in for the x and the 1 in for the y. Type that in your calculator and you do get -5, so that's good. Let's check the other equation. Yes, that is true. So that means both of the equations are true. So this really is our correct answer. This problem would have been much more difficult to graph because 2/3 would be a hard point to see on a graph. In the next video, we're going to solve this exact same question using the addition or elimination method. Thanks for watching.